before we get started, here's a little something our lawyers insisted we share with you. The thoughts and words and stories of our guests belong solely to them. If you decide to act on anything you hear about today, unless it benefits our guests, or us, or both, please leave us out of it. With that covered, let's jump into the world of How Did I Get Here? Hello.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good, and you?
I'm doing very well. You're welcome to How Did I Get Here?
Thank you.
Please tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. My name is Maimuna Mohammed. I'm an artist, and my showbiz name is Ikima. I'm 26 years of age, and I'm from Nigeria originally, but based in Ghana. I think.
Thank you for answering that.
Thanks.
So, as a Nigerian, can you tell me your journey from how you ended up from being a Nigerian to Ghana? What led you here?
Okay, so my boyfriend that uses my phone to call someone in Ghana at that time, and like I have no idea what they were talking about, and so after that, later in the evening, I started receiving call from the woman, and so she claimed my guy have taken money from her, that he's going to send down ladies, and I was like, okay, ladies for what? And she didn't mention anything again, and later she was like, if I'm interested in coming to Ghana, that I can come, that she have a restaurant and bar that I can manage for her. So myself too, I was facing some challenges, so I decided to like take the opportunity and come. So that was how I found myself in Ghana. Yeah, so, and getting here, the story changed from restaurant to something else. Yeah, but she was good. At the beginning, there was a restaurant, to be frank. I was managing it, but along the line, the brother was like, she should send me out for like, you know.
I don't know.
Like the brother was like she should send me alongside with the other ladies that work at night, like prostitutes, you know. Yeah. So, and she was like, okay. Then she called me and explained to me that now I have to go out and start doing. And I was like, oh, myself, I cannot do it. I've been hearing it, but doing it, I've never done it, and I won't do it. So then she gave me option: either I leave if I don't do it, or I stay and do it. So I said to move out from my place.
I'm sure there's a lot to unpack there, which I'm
yeah,
sure.
Yeah, so let me not just go into details about that.
Family. Tell me about your family.
My family. Well, I'm from a polygamy family. My dad married 3 beautiful women, and we are 21 siblings. Yeah, so it's an amazing, it's an amazing thing, you see. So growing up with them, it's fun, and they make me feel comfortable with myself and all of that. So,
what would you say would be your most memorable childhood memory?
That would be the bullying aspect. One thing I won't forget about my childhood and even while I was growing was the bullying about the scar on my face, and people will be like, the mark is big, and they'll be calling me names in our language. And so I love entertainment, I love acting, singing and all of that. So if I want to do it, then there will be somebody who will tell me that, oh, because of the scar on your face, they will not accept you in the entertainment industry. Either you clean it and you don't even have big buttocks, you don't have big breasts, so don't even disturb yourself. So right from the beginning. That is what I've been hearing. So, like, I become used to it that, okay, because of my mark, let me not do that and all of that. So, bullying was the memorable things from my childhood.
Do you remember when the scar was actually being given to you?
No, like my mom told me I was 3 days old baby, and like the mark was to like add a little bit of uniqueness to myself, and so they called the woman, and my mom said because I was a baby and the blade was like it was a new blade, so when it touches my skin then I pull up my head. That was how I got quite big. So many things with this my Charlie. I don't want to talk about it. And but in all, it helps me shaping my life a bit. Yeah.
I'm glad you said that, because you can't really blame a baby for what a baby has done. What you can do is to take responsibility for the actions that are happening now in your life. Mm-hmm. I want to come back to you coming to Accra.
Okay.
Were your family informed of the circumstances before and after you came to Accra?
Okay, so no, they were not. I was living with my elder brother back then, and he newly got married then, and the wife was like very tough on me and my siblings. Like we were 3 living with my brother, but bringing in the woman, then trouble started. Everybody started leaving, and because I don't want to go to the village, so I seized the opportunity to come to the land that I have no idea of. Yeah, so I didn't tell my family. I decided that, okay, let me come however it is. If it's good, even while I was coming, I said it's going to be good, you know, it has to be good. So once it's good, then I go like make call and let them know. So that was how. They were not aware from the beginning, but along the line, I informed.
How long have you been in Ghana?
Going to 10 years now.
Then you are Ghanaian.
Yeah, I've been visiting, like go and come. Like every December I spend it at home with my family. So
the story you just shared with us, I'm sure a lot of our viewers empathize and will be able to vicariously experience what you have just shared that you went through. Do you think there are a lot of people from Nigeria that go through exactly the same thing that you've gone through?
Oh yes, there are a lot of ladies that are facing the same thing, you know, especially when they come to you with offer that is so attractive, like you're going to work with white person, going to be receiving a big amount of salary, and they deceive them to this place. By the time they get here, then they ask them to go to shrine to swear and that they will do prostitution. If they don't do it, they will die and all of that. I went through that, but I didn't give up. Like I didn't give up. I told myself I'm going to make it, like with the help of God. So even when the woman threw me out, and the guy who offered to help also was, you know, demanding for what I said I'm not interested. And so I also moved. I kept moving until I met a Muslim man who decided to help me, and then I started selling as a sales girl, getting paid per day 5 cedi. Yeah, so a lot are going through that. But if you know yourself and you know what you want, in Ghana you can make it. If you want to work, if you want to better your life, you better it. If you want to destroy your life too, the way is open. So it's about determination.
There's been an online debate amongst netizens on whether this effect of going to the shrine and swearing something actually has real life physical effect.
Okay.
Would you say it does or it doesn't?
Oh well, it does, right? Because I have like I have people close to me that, like, not friends in particular, but I know them very well, and they are into such thing. At the end of the day, the results end up not been good, and majority of the effects are negative aspects. Yeah, never positive. And even the positivity will not even last for like 2 weeks or maybe a week before the disadvantage. Yeah, so it does.
Let's pivot. What's your journey with education like?
I graduated from my secondary school 29, and I've not furthered, but I learned other trade. Like I went for cosmetology college and I got my certificate, and yeah, I only have O-level certificates, and with the plan that with time, when I can afford to pay for myself, because it's all about myself and me, so when I can afford, I'll go. So never too late. So
I asked that question because
okay.
Self-empowerment, self-development seems essential in today's world that everybody claims to be or seems to be finding things very difficult. Mm-hmm. And you are an artist. Is that your only source of income?
No.
You are rich then?
Oh, what?
Means you have multiple sources of income.
Not really multiple though. I have boutique. I have beauty parlor where we offer like pedicure, manicure, like makeup, nails, braiding, and all of that. And for the boutique, you know how it is. It's unisex as well. We sell men and women dresses as well. So I'm just trying my best to like keep going.
You 100% own it?
Oh yes, it's mine. Like I own it. Yeah, actually it's fun. I started like selling panties with the boutique one. I started selling panties at Medina, and from there to like street dress. Myself, I'm someone who like grab opportunity when it comes. Even I've done online marketing. I've sold flat tummy tea and all of that. So if I hear that there's money here, I enter. As far I'm not going to steal, as far I'm not going to kill someone for suck out. Yeah, or get to sell my body. So if there's money involved and it's about hard work, I will do it.
Overcoming bullying to owning a business. How do you feel about knowing very well what you're going through and how you feel about yourself? I own the business. I felt a sense of pride in there, right?
Yes.
Elaborate on that for me.
Oh, okay. So, like, I'm proud of myself, to be honest with you, because there was a time in my life, and especially with school. In school, like, I don't have friends. Nobody want to make friends with me because of the big scar on my face, and they tell it to my face. They don't even hide it. That was the worst part of it. They tell it to my face that I can't be their friend, and so sometimes I'll try to, like, if I want like to get someone attention, I rather buy something, a gift, or maybe give money and all of that. So even to have a boyfriend was a problem because of the big scar. So if I have to like, but I get turned down so many times. And there was a case when I went for audition. Anytime I go for audition, do you know the role they normally give me mad person? I should act like mad person.
Really?
Oh yes, I said that. And so I will act as mad person. At the end of the day, I knew by myself that I did well. But at the end of the day, either they end up asking me, hey, how do you end up having this big scar on your face? And they will be asking questions that it's not related to the interview and all of that. So I went through a lot. Then I have a friend who kept telling me that, oh, don't worry, it's not about the mark on your face, not your appearance. It's about the gift in you. So use it and prove people wrong. Be happy with yourself. And so I took the advice, started working on myself, and then I have one motive, and I said to myself, I'm going to become big And when I become big, all those people who turn me down, I'm especially when it comes to my music, right? So I'll say they'll have to buy tickets to come and see me perform.
Amen.
Yeah, you see. Yeah, so I have that positive energy within me. And at first the bullying was about to get into me, but thank God for the friends the genuine ones in my life who kept pushing me, and my mom, and I'm where I am today. And it's true, it's not about the look, it's about determination, it's about what you have inside you. So
there's a running theme that has been throughout your interaction with me today, which is friends. A friend told you something when you're in Nigeria, a friend introduced you to something in Ghana, a friend. What do you say to that? The role of friends in one's life, at least to your life. What role has friends played in your life?
Well, I've had bad friends, I have good ones, the ones who have betrayed me and the ones who were there for me. And I believe that is life. That's how life is. And so those who kept encouraging me and saying positive things about me, even though it was a lie, like pushing me. So I'm grateful to them, and they really, really does help me. And 90% guy, not women. Yeah, I don't have luck when it comes to girlfriends. Yeah, so their role in my life is very important, and up to date I'm with them because they're all I have. They are the genuine ones, so I'm happy that I have them. There are two. Yeah.
For many episodes, I would say many because quite a sizable number of them have said that they prefer male friends to female friends. And I've always asked the same question. Why?
It's not because they like men than women. For me, it's because the men tell it to your face the fact. Like, if you do something, for me, the people in my life, if you do something and it's bad, they'll be bold enough to tell you that this thing is wrong, this thing is good, do like this, do like that. Like, genuinely, they'll tell you the right thing to do. But when it comes to ladies, if you're doing well, some of the ladies, if you're doing well, it's a problem. If you eat well, you clothe well, and you're not in the same, like, to be able to afford what you can afford, it's a problem. And if they can afford, you cannot afford, it's a problem. So we are trying to understand ourselves. So counting on ourselves to be friends, genuinely, it's a hard work. Although there are good ones, but I guess I'm not lucky enough to find one yet. And men are okay to have like good ones. They see how bad one do. Yeah.
How's life as an artist?
Big question. That's not been easy. That's not been easy in the sense that, like, I've been doing it professionally since 2014 that I've been doing music, and I've gotten management, and I've leave the management as well. I've been up and on, and challenges there and there, but still going, hoping that one day the music gets to the right ear and an investment can come for it, because the talent we have, but then just the right person to listen to it. So, yeah, so not been easy.
Just opposing your story about your lack of confidence, your bullying, to your current, clearly you're very confident about yourself and where you're headed in life. I want you to tell me about the role that words of encouragement or the words of people have played in your life.
Many words. I choose to pick the good ones. So, and the bad ones, I didn't forget them, but I don't let them distract me. Yeah, there are bad, horrible words, even from your loved ones. And at the end of the day, it's up to you to decide the one to use. So, there was a time, almost 6 months, because of what someone said to me. I was in pain, was confused, I don't even know what to do with my life, and I go like, okay, maybe this is not meant to be, maybe it is true, maybe people are right. So I stopped doing anything. The only thing I do is go to work and come back, but anything that has to do with music, I don't do. Anything that has to do with social media, I just drop. And then later again, then my other friends started again, and I bounced back. So words are very, very powerful, especially the negative one. So we just have to, like myself, I decided not to be bothered, yeah, by it anymore.
I never asked what happened to your boyfriend.
Which one?
The first one.
Okay. The one that gave me up. Okay, so what happened was, while I was in Ghana here, it took me 3 years before returning back to Nigeria. And so when I went back, I found out that he has already impregnated my stepsister. So obviously the relationship will end.
Are you with anyone now?
Oh no, I'm with my business.
Yes. You're married to money.
I'm married to money, trust me. I'm married to money, and as you know, being boyfriend now is not easy. So you have to work and make money. And because even men now, they're looking for women that work. If you don't work, you are carrying handbag there. You know?
True. You are exuding confidence. You said you're an artist. This is a stage. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh yes, it's a stage.
Yeah, and a lot of people are watching this right now. Would you care to showcase what Maimuna, what's your artist name again, sorry?
Ikema.
Ikema. Showcase what Ikema has for the world.
Sure. For the very, very long time, you travel out of this town, baby, oh. You took my heart away. Finally you pick your call. Yesterday you were on the run. Sick of you, I walk out the road. But me and you, we are meant to roll. Anytime you are for me, you make my head a tingalinga. Oh my baby, come mokuinga. The dollar no be barrier, iPhone no be Nokia. Dance for me, oh, oh, oh my baby, smile for me, oh, baby, smile for me.
You clearly have talent.
Thank you.
And you know you have talent. And that is what I like about you, the fact that you have knowledge of your own potential. There are a lot of people watching that have been through what you've been through, or contemplating making some of the decisions that you're making in your past that you're not so proud of. What words would you tell the people that are watching right now that are either considering coming to Ghana because someone has called them in Ghana and they're in Nigeria, or are going through some kind of bullying? What words would you share for people that relate to what you said today?
When it comes to bullying, it doesn't matter if it's about scar on your face, on your body, or anybody shaming at all. You just have to let it. Don't let it get into you. You have to be proud of yourself because you are perfectly made by God. So those who don't like you, who don't want to be in your life, don't force it for your own peace of mind and to be happy genuinely. If you are fat, you are slim, be comfortable with yourself. And if you're a Nigerian girl, you enter this country they lie to you, you come here and you don't want to do it. Don't do it. Even if they take you to shrine, it is all a lie. That one they are taking you to is to scare you. If genuinely you don't want to do it, don't do it. Ask for help. There are good people around. Go back home, because there's nothing in it. Sleeping around with thousands of men. At the end of the day, a lot that I know have catch sickness back home. So if you don't want to do it, don't do it. And it's not even good, so don't do it. Look for job. There are a lot of job, restaurant, bar, you can get. Save up, go back home and meet your family in peace. So that's all I have for you. So it's about determination. If you want to do, you will do. If you don't want to do, you will not do. And you can survive without it.
Powerful words from a powerful woman. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
God bless you so much, and I hope all your endeavors go very well.
Amen.
In life's journeys, from when we are born to when we finally go through the grave, we all go through a myriad of different experiences. Maimuna's confidence after bullying and after everything that she's gone through, from being in a polygamous family of 21 siblings to coming to Ghana, facing some of the horrid things she's just shared with us, tells us that love, as opposed to believing in what other people say about her, because Mona is telling us right now, which is bet on yourself, believe in yourself, so that one day you'll be able to have a good story to tell when one asks you, how did I get here? Cheerio, guys.
Supported by Order and Ease Delivery Only Restaurant and Shots Professional Courses from the League of Entrepreneurs. Supported by Order and Ease Delivery Only Restaurant and Shots Professional Courses from the League of Entrepreneurs.
Before we get started, here's a little something our lawyers insisted we share with you. The thoughts and words and stories of our guests belong solely to them. If you decide to act on anything you hear about today, unless it benefits our guests, or us, or both, please leave us out of it. With that covered, let's jump into the world of how did I get here.
Hello.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm doing good, and you?
I'm doing well. You're welcome to How Did I Get Here?
Thank you.
Normally we begin with our guests telling us a little bit about themselves.
I go by the name Elom Yawasachi. I'm 23 years of age. I recently completed the University of Professional Studies, UPSA. I offered public relations management, and I'm a small business owner. I mean, I have an online clothes store. At the same time, I'm an artist. I paint. Yes, that's basically just how I mean.
Can you tell me about your family dynamics?
Well, my family. Interesting. So, I grew up with my dad and mom initially. The picture was just about me, my mom, and my brother. And then all of a sudden, I realized he had other wives. 3 of them. He had children with other people too. I cited 3 wives. Yeah, making my mom the 4th. So, My mom once time told me, I asked my dad, so daddy, only you have 4 women, 1114. And he told me, you shut up, get away from here. And we were living at Adenta Smith Flat, and I think his idea was to put the whole gang or his polygamous entity together. So he built this big house, everybody in their bungalow. And that was when I realized I had siblings. I mean, who are you? I'm your elder sister, I'm your small sister, I'm your small brother. My dad is like, these are your siblings, so you guys should, relate nicely. And I think that was where the problem started. That was when everything started. I mean, you shift his attention to this particular family or this particular wife. The next month he's free with this person. The next, year he's nice with this person. So it was like you could be living in the same house with your own dad, and then he's not even talking to you. Come back from school with your homework and daddy, please show me my homework, like teach me my homework, and then he doesn't mind you. I mean, that's where the whole problem started. And it was, eating my mom up. So she decided to pack out. She decided to go with us. And even before that, something happened. I don't know what happened exactly. And I saw my dad trying to attack my mom, with violence on her, abuse her, assaults. I don't know what the word he used.
How old were you?
I was just 8 years old. And I don't know, one time we were playing with my step-siblings and my brother did something. It was a mistake. I don't know what exactly happened, but my stepsister ended up getting hurt. Her hand was deeply cut. It was almost ripped off. And my dad got so angry, and he beat my brother so like he wasn't his own son. And my mom was like, no, we have to leave. And my granddad, he has an uncle, he's in the US. He heard about this thing, and he's like, if your husband is doing this, come to my house. He has a house at East Legon. Sometimes you wake up and your mom is crying in the middle of the night. You are just awakened by your mom's, her weeping or her, and she's just crying. And you don't know what to do. You're just sitting under looking at her and my brother there, he would sit and cry with her. But for me, I'm just so that was when I started having this sort of, I won't say hatred, but this sort of feeling towards my dad. Yeah, so fast forward, we moved to East Legon. And that was when the whole thing started again. Another set of problems started. It was difficult. It was very, very, very difficult because you had to move. I won't say my dad wasn't doing well then. He was doing well. He was a chartered accountant in Mobile. The company now is, I think, dissolved or something because of some. So he was doing well. So I don't know if it's because he felt he had a lot of money, so he should, marry him, marry them, impregnate this, impregnate that. And I remember one time at Adenta, right, there's this lady that brings us tea bread. So she came knocking, crying, what is it? F.O. has impregnated me. And my mom was just standing there with the door open, and she's like, what? And she's like, yeah, F.O. has impregnated me. And my mom was like, why? And even before that stuff, she has caught him several times in their own matrimonial bed with women. And the thing, it was just too much for my mom. So all these things were just weighing on her. So growing up here, I've witnessed the struggles of being with an independent single mom. Yeah. Again, when we moved to East Legon, right, we had to switch schools from the Light Academy to Gospel International School, and it's sorry to say, but coming from a DB school to it was, we're not used to those kinds of things. But then I got introduced to another set of a whole new lifestyle. You have to wake up, go to the shop, help your mom before going to school. She sews actually. She sews. And that's when too my dad wasn't proud of, because how can you be saying and then I'm married to a chartered accountant? He wasn't proud of the job. So even my mom asked him to help her out, like boost my business. He was like, even if I give you this amount of money, you still be the same. And now here you are, you have nothing. You only have your house, you lost your job, and you have nothing. And one time I was even asking me for 10 cedis. I'm like, wow, the great Sachi. Somebody who used to brag. They call him Almighty because, he's tall, he walks, I have my guys. You go to your hometown and then they are laying cloth on the floor for him to drive his car, and you're like, wow. But now he's nothing. I can say boldly, my mom can take care of him.
I commend you for being bold to speak your truth in the manner in which you have spoken.
Yeah.
You made a statement. That's when all the problems started.
Yeah.
You have elaborated on some of the problems.
Yeah.
You in particular. What problems? And how of course it was difficult, I empathize, but I'm sure the audience at home that are going through the same thing that you went through would want to hear what you went through personally, emotionally, going through all of that.
Many problems. My mom is a single mom. She's taking care of 2 of us. You have to pay for her shop rent, food, school fees, feeding, everything. And even though my granddad had given us a place to stay, it's a big house. She with the bills, the water bill, the electricity, it was just too much for her. She was just sewing, nothing else. So sometimes you want to go to school and she gives you, I remember she used to give us 150 pesos for school, and it wasn't enough.
And what period?
That was in class 3.
What year?
2009. 150 pesos for school, it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. So one time I remember throwing the money to everyone. I was like, it's not enough. She beat me so well. I didn't understand why. You give me 150 pesos to school because it wasn't enough. Your transport is in there, your food is in there, your water is in there.
You understand now?
I understand now.
What do you understand?
She was struggling to take care of us, and she was just, it was just too much for her. You have no help from anybody. You are on your own, and your children. It's just her and us. Nobody else. Nobody was giving her money. She had to struggle by herself to take care of us. Sometimes she wake us up, me especially, to follow her to Kantamanto to select fabrics. And I don't know if you've seen how that thing works. You go to Kantamanto and they cut the bill, and then they are struggling over it. You have to, try and collect some for yourself so you get something small to sell. And buy and sell. So you go there and your mom is there and you're like, Mommy, why?
How old were you then?
Should I say I was 9, 10 going? Because it was a frequent thing. She always had to go to town, Kantamanto, to pick up stuff.
What effect did that have on your mindset growing up?
It was, I don't know, should I use the word depressing? No, it's too hard. I can't find the right word to use.
Is depression real?
Depression is real. Sometimes you feel like, why are you here? Sometimes I just feel like I don't want to be in existence. I just want to disappear. Everything should just end.
Do you still feel that way now?
I do feel that way. And who are you going to tell? Your mom is also struggling. Your brother, we're all going through it. So who are you going to tell? So sometimes you just, my only escape, right? My only escape is painting. Sometimes when I feel that way, I just pick up my canvas and then my brush and then I just paint. I don't know, I just find some kind of sanity in it. Yeah. And it just, that feeling just disappears. And the way the painting will turn out, your reference and the painting, they look alike. It will make you more happy and wow. Then you just forget about, what you were feeling a while back.
If there's one event, not circumstances, so there's one event in your life that you would wish you would have the power to eliminate. What event would that be?
My mom shouldn't have married my dad because he put us through a lot. That one, shouldn't have married him because he put us through a lot. Not only my mom alone, I mean the other women. He puts everybody through a lot. I mean, imagine those with 3 kids. Those with 3 kids. So yeah, that's the only thing I would change if I had the power. Forget all of that, man.
Would it be accurate to say you are the product of a polygamous marriage?
Yes.
What would you say to men that are considering entering into polygamous marriages?
Don't do it. I mean, don't do it.
That's pretty direct.
Yeah, don't do it. I mean, what if, I mean, the future is bleak. You don't know what happened. My dad didn't know he was going to lose his job. I mean, things were going to go bad for him. And he couldn't take care of all of us. So, just don't do it. Don't do it. And if you know you want to go into polygamy, right, you should have, I mean, different sources of income. I mean, that's what he told my dad. If you have money, why don't you do this and that or invest in this person? And he's like, no, come on. I mean, if he had lost his job and there was something on the side for him doing, I mean, we wouldn't be struggling. Got to secondary school and all when things got worse and worse and worse because where's the money to buy drink? I mean, your provisions and stuff for school.
So where did you get that money to buy the trunk and the provisions and stuff for school?
To be honest, I'll just say it's God. Sometimes you're thinking like, there's no money, but the money will come. You don't know how. Even if it's not much, at least you can survive on it. So eventually I was able to go to school. I mean, I was able to complete my secondary school and then came to university. And even that one, I had to stay at home for a year. I didn't go right after completing. And during that year, I was working. Yeah, I was working as a sales girl.
Where?
Kestive. Yes, stationery. She sells office stationeries. And yeah.
What you went through as a child, do you still feel the ripples of that now in your life?
No.
Tell me about that.
How do I feel now?
What you went through as a child, the circumstances that you were in,
Yeah.
what you experienced, even at 8 years old, does it have an impact on your life now?
Yeah.
How so?
You always try to be independent. I mean, I just try my possible best to be independent. I mean, you don't have to depend on anybody. You don't have to depend on anybody for money. So that's why I started, you know, when I got to university, and I realized that no, the problems were going to become bigger, more bigger. I started to, I mean, I know cancer, so my mom has taken me this several times. So why don't I start something and then support myself so that she can concentrate on my brother? I mean, because even by then, my granddad had told us to leave the house. So they come back and this and that, you've not done this, you've not done that. So, yeah, we left and she has to pay shop rent now. She has to pay house rent. She has to pay bills. She has to pay my school fees, I mean university fees, and she has to pay my brother's school fees, then SHS. So I said, let me just start something to help myself and help her so that the burden will at least reduce.
2 things I want you to touch on. Number 1, you did touch on depression, which is a sensitive topic.
Very sensitive.
In Africa, a lot of people believe depression is not real.
Oh yeah.
If you're depressed, go one thing, you'll be okay. What do you say to that?
It's very real. I mean, you don't know. You just don't want to be alive. Not suicidal, but you just wish you were never born. You never existed. I mean, why am I even here? I mean, why me?
You've said that twice, the never wanting to exist.
Yeah.
I would like to touch that. On the screen now is a link and a number to the Ministry of Health hotline. But has help available for those that are going through exactly what you have just described.
Yeah.
So there is help out there. Did you know back then that there was help out there?
No. No, not at all.
That brings me to the second thing I want to touch on. Those that go through what you've gone through, I'm not talking about the beginning, the middle part, such as the depression, the emotional void that you felt. Is that accurate? Is that an accurate description? A void?
Yeah.
They are very susceptible to temptations.
Yeah.
Did you get a lot of them?
Not a lot, but I can count once.
Tell me about it.
One time, it got so much, I just... I go, why don't I go to the beach and jump into the sea and just... she carried me away. Wherever I was taking to, just carry me go. If I feel that way, I paint. I mean, my mom is already going through a lot. She has been through a lot. I mean, if she's angry, you hear her saying, if we don't take care, I'm going to poison all of us and we die because this life thing is too much. You're hearing that thing, you're like, oh. You go to school, you're all moody, you don't even know what to do, you don't want to pay your friends because you're thinking of what your mom has said back home. That, you know, if you guys keep on doing this, or like, the life things it's becoming too much, so if you guys don't take care, I'll just poison all of us, including herself, and we'll all die. She going through all that, and then me killing myself, what am I going to? Sometimes it shouldn't just be about yourself. Think about the ones, who love you, the ones who are suffering to like put food on your table or take care of you.
Is that your message to those that empathize with what you've gone through?
Yeah. Sometimes it shouldn't just be about yourself. I mean, think about, the people that love you. The best is yet to come.
I like that. The best is yet. It's truly yet to come. When I mentioned temptations,
Yeah.
I actually meant vices, temptations to vices.
No. It's good. I mean, I'm able to buy the things I want.
Nice.
I'm not going to ask any man for money. Can you give me this to buy my hair? Can you give me this to, do my nails? I have my own money to like, even though it's not enough like that, at least I have some things more I could do for myself. I mean, I'm not going to depend on anybody. Even my own mom. I'm not going to stand in front of her, mom, please, I want money to buy Sanji, but no. I can do my own things myself. And that's what she taught me, be independent. Even though she didn't say it to my face, but like...
What's the name of your shop online? So you can plug it in and everybody can go.
June Purium _ June Purium _
And we'll find everything we want on there.
Just ladies thrifted clothes.
Oh, so it's not for me?
No.
Oh, okay. I was going to go on there to see if I can find some stuff for myself.
No, just for ladies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your personal life?
Yeah.
Knowing you come from a polygamous family, how has that influenced your approach to men?
I don't trust men. No. To be honest, I don't trust men. Because all my dad did to my mom, I don't trust men. I mean, they'll lie to you, that I like you. I mean, they could do everything for you, buy you a car and all that. I mean, that's what my dad did for my mom. He bought her a car, did everything for her, but he lied to her.
Some would say that is a very broad generalization, wouldn't you say?
But yeah, not all men are the same. True, but I don't trust men. In general, I don't trust men. No, yeah, not all men are the same.
Free your mind.
Not all men are the same. Honestly speaking, not all of them are the same.
Have you met a good one?
Oh yes, I've met a good one.
Tell me about the good one.
Yeah, he's my best friend.
Bestie.
Best, my confidant actually.
You know bestie, the whole bestie angle.
I know that. But he's my best friend, my confidant.
How's your relationship like been like?
If I'm feeling, that feeling to, not be in existence or not do anything or be a part of anything, I just talk to him and he just talks me out of it. Yeah. And he supports me. I mean, not like financially, but like the little he can do to help me.
So that's your boyfriend?
Yeah, you can see he's my boyfriend.
Should I go deep or should I leave it here?
Leave it there.
Thank you very much. I'll leave it here.
Yeah.
Again, I would want to thank you for speaking your story the way that you have.
Yeah.
I think you've helped a lot of people today, because many go through depression and they are not validated. Their feelings are not validated. Mm-hmm. Your coping mechanism was painting.
Yeah. Were
there other coping mechanisms that you would want to elaborate on, just in case anyone is looking for an outlet for how they feel?
Yeah.
Are there other ones aside painting?
To be honest, I don't know other ones. I'm talking for myself. I know painting is my only escape.
And it works for you, so that's good enough.
Not just painting too, not just painting. I like to create content and stuff.
Online?
Not online, but like I like to call myself a creative. I mean, I would like to call myself a creative. So I try to like look for Pinterest, that app. I just go there to try and find creative ways to, make videos for Jumperum, So it gives the page the aesthetic vibe and all that. So people come to your page and like, hey, how did you do this? I mean, you're doing so well. I like how you take your videos, that kind of thing.
Congratulations once again on passing public relations management at the UPSA.
Yeah.
What's your plan for the future?
Definitely to make my business, I want to take it to another level. And then take the painting to another level. Yeah. I have plans of making my own studio where people just, that's sip and painting, not necessarily for just sip and paint, but people come there to take photos, just a studio. I mean, a whole setup thing, a creative community. And for the business, the thrifted thing, I want to, start a community for thrifted stuff. Aside selling thrift, you could flip it and all that. So I don't know how to,
I understand.
You understand,
yes.
Right? Yeah.
Community is as a business model always works.
Yeah.
I believe in it. I'm glad you believe in it. Mm-hmm. Do you believe other people share your story or have gone through similar experiences as you have?
I'm sure people have.
Do you meet some of them on your life journey?
I haven't met people like that, but I do know that people out there I've gone through what I have gone through, are going through, something as similar as mine.
Then here's your chance to address them.
Yeah.
What do you have, or let's conclude with what you have to tell them about what they are going through?
Yeah.
What's in store for them?
Again, the best is yet to come. Don't fear. Don't trust your crazy ideas. Not just any crazy ideas. Put them into use. It could be worth it. If it's not worth it, you could try again. Again, the best is yet to come. In life as well, do you make it?
You're exceptional.
Yeah.
To go through all that you went through, rising up above it.
Yeah.
Passing with public relations management from UPSA, I think your story is one that a lot of people can take a lot from.
Yeah.
You have stated that the best is yet to come. You put your ideas to good use, and you've advised those that feel a void to find a creative outlet, which I think is a practical way to handle this from where you come from, and I commend you for that. So I once again thank you for coming on this show. I believe you have changed some lives today. We receive messages, we receive text messages sometimes when people come on this show to speak the way you have spoken. You are bold, you are a force to reckon with. And once again, thank you. This show is aimed at building community. It's aimed at creating a form of support for those that do not feel like their voices are heard. And just like you, when you were growing up, you felt isolated, you felt nobody understood. Well, now I'm sure some other people, including yourself, will use what has happened today. So as they ask themselves, how did I get here? Thank you so much for coming. Cheerio, guys.
Supported by Order and Eat Delivery Only Restaurant and Shots professional courses from the League of Entrepreneurs.